Tuesday's Telegraph now. And Keir Starmer is not going to be happy about this one, Josh.
Yes, so Lisa and Andy visited a picket line, I think, for BT workers. And now they're talking about this as effectively it's broken down the discipline because Keir Starmer has essentially banned Labour from benchers from going along to these events.
Yes. Now, this, of course, is in the wake of him firing Sam Tarry.
Yeah. But he said that Keir Starmer said the reason wasn't actually just for him visiting; it was because he was giving all of these unauthorised interviews on television and contradicting official policy.
But this has really, really annoyed a lot of grassroots Labour supporters and the left of the party because ultimately they're called Labour. The fact that Keir Starmer is not out to bat for striking workers. Doesn't really... It's not on brand. I know you're a fan of his, but it's not really on brand for the sort of the trade union roots of the party.
Yeah, why are you trying to just be the Tories? We've already got the Tories. Perfectly good.
This is a line he said. I think this is a pretty good line. The Labour Party in opposition needs to be the Labour Party in power, and a government doesn't go on picket lines.
He's not in government.
No, but the point is he's trying to mimic and to show what they would be like if and hopefully when they do get actually into power. And actually, I don't think that this hurts him. In some ways, maybe it hurts him with the left of the party, but at the same time, remember, Blair had his sort of confrontation...
It helps him with the Tory side of the party.
All right, fine. Well, the fact is, to get into power, you have to appeal to Tory voters. Okay, that's the reality.
No, but wait a minute. I mean, what about this idea that he should be attempting to appeal? Leo mentioned earlier the Red Wall, talking about the industrial heartlands. Yeah. This is the man who was the architect of the second referendum policy in the manifesto, even though 70% of Labour constituencies voted Leave. He's not the man to connect with those people, is he?
He is trying his best.
That's a great endorsement there from Josh Howie. I think he's...
Actually, you know what? Lisa and Andy is actually who I voted for.
Okay.
I think she's super duper intelligent. I think she does have the charisma that maybe
typical Labour voter there. He's like, she's super duper intelligent. She's super duper...
Whatever. I think she has the charisma.
Final word to Leo and then we move on.
What do you think? Keir wants to avoid the Tories being able to paint the strikes because we're going to see a lot more industrial action. He wants to avoid the Tories being able to paint it as a battle between the Tory party, the government and the Labour institutions.
Yeah.
So, he doesn't want to be caught out there. But at the same time, Labour stand with workers. And there are, quite often, even as a right-wing hardcore capitalist who thinks, nobody should get paid anything, there are reasons that they should be striking to bring their pay up against inflation.
I just find it a bit laughable that Labour claiming to be the party of the working class. They're not.
Yeah.
They're a middle-class party.
Oh, they've completely lost. They're trying to straddle so many different stools, between trans ideology and, Islamism. It's like, they're just being dragged apart.
Look, he wants to get into power. When Labour gets into power, it can do some good.
All right, I would just dispute...
some good.
Well, the Tories done loads of good, right?
Josh, I would just dispute the idea that this is the way to get into power. I think this is where...
OK, well, look, that's politics. I'm not claiming that I'm 100% right. I can see what he's doing and why he's doing it.
Right, fair enough.